is up, everybody? Welcome back to Joe Jav Productions. I'm Trey Martin, back here with Caleb Clifton today.
So today we're going to be doing something a little different than you guys are probably used to seeing on the channel. So we had an idea to shoot, try to beat Kevin Jones's round at Idlewild from last year at the Disc Golf Pro Tour where he shot 12 down. So format today is going to be a four-man scramble. It's going to be myself, Trey Martin, Joe Javins, and then Danny Umbarger trying to beat the record here today. So
we are all sponsored by Team Disc N Dat, so that's why this is the Team Disc N Dat Challenge. If you're ever near Idlewild or in the Florence area, go see Dan over at Disc N Dat, and he sponsors Joe Jav as well, so go give Dan some love and check his store out.
So obviously with us being a four-man scramble today, we're going to be trying to attack this course as aggressively as possible for the most part. We may have one person throwing a consistent early layup shot, but for the most part, most of these holes are pretty attackable, so we're going to be gunning for the birdies and eagles here.
I just have to give myself a say here that I'm fresh out of the car, one throw in. These guys have been here warming up for about 20 minutes, and I just got there. So I threw the one errant shot, but Danny and Caleb put some good ones out there, and then you're going to see the man himself, Joe Javins. He's going to bust out a roller here, actually, because we already got a couple in the middle of the fairway. So,
yeah, this is that aggressive play that I'm talking about. He's just trying to get as far down the fairway as he can, and that's probably his farthest drive in his bag. So,
and it looks really good, but actually Danny's drive was about 2 feet in front of Joe's disc, so we ended up taking Danny's here. And after this hole, we're gonna see just a highlight of one or two shots per hole. I know hole one here, Joe put all the drives and all of our upshots, but after this we're just going to do the best ones. Caleb parked it, so we're all here trying to really run this for two, but obviously not too great there from Danny. But
yeah, after I put it under the basket, nobody should be laying up at this point. It should be chain high or greater for some runs for the eagle here.
And I just left that zone out a little wide, but Joe here, our last hope for a throw in.
Joe gives it a good bid here, just stalls out a little bit and ends up parked. So I'm going to be just tapping us in for the birdie here on hole one. Good way to start the day. We're going to be trying to birdie pretty much all the holes here with four people. There are a few that kind of come into play that are a little bit tougher, but you guys will see how that plays out here in a little while. So hole two here, I'm just going to try to play another safe play, put it in the fairway, put us in a good spot to score.
You laced this tee shot. This is everything we want on this hole. This is just about being in a good spot for the second shot. So you put us in a good spot there, and then we're going to see Danny's forehand as well.
Yep, Danny's really been working on this forehand shot here, trying not to power it up too much and just throwing a smooth hyzer out there and getting it on the landing zone.
We end up taking Caleb's as he was just a couple feet in front of Danny's shot, but this hole's all about the second shot and getting yourself up there for a putt. And Caleb does a good job here with a new M3. Just pumping that up there about circle's edge.
Yeah, that's about where you want it because this green plays so dangerously down towards the pond. You can get a little skip and go OB. So I ended up a little short, but we should have a putt from there.
Danny with his F1. And like Caleb said earlier, we're trying to beat Kevin Jones today. His 12 down by himself last year in the Idlewild Open was, I think, like 1071 rated.
Yeah, it's just crazy that he can do that by himself, and it takes us four people to birdie some of these holes.
I got to give my man Andy at Spanky's Barbershop a shout out. I came straight from the haircut out here today.
We're in the circle.
Yeah, Trey with the nice fade. All right, we have one in the circle, so Joe's just going to try to get aggressive here and try to put it either under the basket or in the basket. So we'll see what he does here.
Out of his hand, we thought this would be pretty good. Sometimes they get caught up before they get all the way to the water, but we got up there and couldn't find it, so I assumed it was in the water.
So you guys are going to see Joe's putt here. He actually putted last, so all three of us hit metal and couldn't stick the putt, and then he drains it for us. So we were pretty thankful that he got that one in for us to start 2 down through 2.
Yeah, if you see Joe putting it all today, it's because all three of us missed before him. He was pretty strong on the camera duties today, so he was going last on pretty much everything.
Yep.
Caleb catches the iron branch there and just kicks him way to the left, and I think that's technically out of bounds when the Pro Tour comes and paints the line.
Yeah, so
and we are playing strict OB today, so as best we can. But
so we won't be taking that shot, unfortunately.
I kind of do the same thing and miss it a little left and get caught up early as well. So we don't really have a look at this hole yet. And Danny, I know, is throwing a new F model here.
This is a must-get hole, too, especially with 4 people on a scramble. It's only 410 feet and plays extremely downhill, so it's probably only playing 400 feet, maybe a little bit, or 300 feet, maybe a little bit farther.
Danny clutches up there with a great shot to about 20 feet. He's going to take the solo deuce on this hole.
Yep.
So now we're getting ready to head into hole 4, and I kind of knew in my mind that this kind of had to be my hole for the team. With my forehand dominant play, I knew I had to get us up there for a putt. Not a lot of these guys ever really try to get there in practice. They don't really practice that shot a lot. So I knew I had to do something, and I was able to put us in circle 1 for a putt. And
yeah, this was a great shot. When this came out of your hand, we were all like in awe because we were so happy that you got us in the circle for a putt here.
Caleb's going to try to redeem himself. If you saw Joe's previous video of Caleb's QCS match, he didn't putt all that well. So he's going to try to redeem himself today and make a few putts for us.
This is like, what, 25 feet probably?
Probably 25, 28. And you canned that one nice, strong side. Got us in. We're 4 for 4.
Yeah, 4 down through 4. It's a great start. That's exactly how he drew it up when we were talking about this challenge. This is another must-get hole, though. It's a par 4.
Out of your hand, I thought this was great. And it just kind of takes a forward bounce and doesn't flip over all the way.
Yeah.
And kind of had an idea that it would probably be out of bounds. So I'm stepping up here, just trying to get us one in the fairway and give us a chance to get up and down for birdie and let Joe and Danny go aggressive. I was able to do just that. Just pitch it around the corner.
Yep, little hyzer. It's on hyzer the whole way, so you have no worry about turning it over, and you just keep it in bounds. Exactly what we needed there.
And it actually luckily rolled all the way back down to the flat, and this is where we ended up. We ended up having to take mine, so just kind of try to pitch one up here short of the creek and give ourselves a putt.
Yeah, when that left my hand, I thought that was money, and then I caught that little tree, and it kicked me left. But we got 3 more shots here, so somebody should get us in the circle for a putt, and we should be okay.
Danny's going for a wild skip shot here to try to get it all the way on the island, and just lands it a little too early and skips it into the creek.
Yeah, creek plays OB here, so obviously we're not going to be taking his shot there. See what Trey can do here with the forehand on the backside.
I'm trying to go this backdoor route, and just good line, just got caught up at the top of those leaves. I'm in bounds, but it's about a 40-footer with no real putt. So Joe, we really need Joe to get us close here for a good look. And he does.
He just goes putter and slides it right up to the edge of the creek, and then we'll have a putt across.
That was perfect shot from Joe. Just another 20-footer for a birdie.
Yeah, so this challenge was pretty cool. I think we all got to try some new shots that we're not used to throwing out here at Idlewild. Try some new lines with 4 people scrambling. So
yeah, you'll see more of that when we get into the woods and we get to throw some more aggressive shots.
Here's another redemption putt for me, so that feels good to knock that one down.
Putter's feeling hot today for Caleb, and we're all happy to see that. So this is one of the few holes on the course that we were not really expecting to get. We would have been happy if we got it. So it's just a tough hole. It takes every bit of about 500 feet of power to really get a putt at it.
Yep, so you're going to see Joe and I go roller here. I've been working on the roller shot. I just didn't get that one down quick enough, but it's up there on top of the hill, so it should be an easy up and down if we need to use it.
Danny's going to go big turnover here. Is that his flippy D4?
Yep, I think this is that lighter weight D4 that he's been throwing, just something that's going to turn over.
Yeah, he just didn't give it any height there. And here's where you're going to see some aggressive play. I'm going to take a gap on the right that isn't very well taken. I know there's rumors of Evan Bennett from Lexington twoing this hole with this gap on a forehand.
Yeah, this gap is very scary in the summer, but in the wintertime it's a lot more open.
I just turned that over too much, and again, we have an easy 3 at this point, but no real look at the basket.
Yeah, as Trey mentioned, this is one of those tweener holes that we were just worried about not being able to get. Joe tries to get the roller over there, but it just doesn't flip, so we're all going to be taking this shot from the trail here.
Just trying to get up and down, maybe give a run to throw one in for 2. We know there's some eagle opportunities on this course with playing a 4-man scramble, so we're not too upset about not getting this hole. I'm going to chip a little zone down there. And I believe we end up taking this shot. and just tapping out for 3. I actually put this upside down. That's why it looks so bad. But
Yeah, easy 3 there. We should be able to get that one back later on the course, but
so now we're going into the woods, and this is where it could get a little tougher. But you stepped up first here and just laced this.
yeah,
tee shot.
that felt good to hit. I've been missing this gap a little bit, but I've just pulled out that flippier M3 and put it right through there and got us in a good spot.
Right where you want to be. You didn't see anybody else's tee shots because we all kind of went aggressive and didn't execute anything. But this is a good spot to be. Caleb's is a little left. Jump putt, not the best look. Danny's going to throw the flex forehand, though.
Yeah, he just doesn't get it on enough angle or give it enough power, and it just fades out a little bit. This hole plays extremely uphill, so this second shot is pretty much a standstill, and it's a tough one to get up there.
Yeah, the camera doesn't do it justice now how uphill it is, but
See if Trey can hit the gap and miss the tree that he always hits.
nope.
Doink.
I hit that tree at least 9 times out of 10 when I throw this shot. But so at this point, we've got our best look is a 40-footer in some trees. So we need Joe to execute here, and he throws a spectacular forehand.
When this came out, we were very happy.
Joe is not a very forehand dominant player, but you're going to see some good forehand shots from him today. And kind of thinking that maybe Joe should start throwing some more forehands.
Yeah, I mean, even on this next hole, he throws a great forehand.
So 20-footer here. I told these guys let me have one because I haven't putted it all yet. And
Yeah, we were going with me putting first on all the holes, but we kind of switched it up just so everybody else could get some.
yeah, we don't want anybody being cold on the back 9 and having to step up and make a 30-footer. So
Really our first big eagle opportunity on the course. It's a par 5. It plays through some windy trees, and we have a few tunnels we have to get through, but definitely seen it eagled by Trey plenty of times by himself, so I'm really excited and hoping that we can get this one today.
Danny's forehand was pretty much what you're trying to do. It was perfect. And then Joe stepped up, and when we got to this shot here, Joe told us that was probably the best forehand of his life.
Catch
And
cam coming in hot with a good view right there.
yeah, we couldn't ask for much better than that. I'm going to try, but not really succeed. I threw it well, but it's just tough to get it any better than Joe's.
Yep. Yeah, that's about where you're normally landing when you throw your forehand. So
Yeah, so we're all going to try to punch one through this gap and get a putt. And Caleb goes first. It shapes well for a forehand, so he's trying to throw a touchy F7. And
yeah, just pulled it a little bit.
so me, Danny, and Joe left here trying to throw this forehand through the tunnel and get ourselves a putt. And we sent Caleb all the way to the basket looking for catch cam. And first one doesn't go too well. I turned it over a little bit.
Yeah, so all 3 of them are going to just try to punch one through the gap and get us a putt for an eagle.
And Danny makes the same mistake that I do.
Oh, Joe's going to go backhand here.
See if Joe can get us a putt. And he also misses it left. So that's a bummer there. We don't even really have a putt here for eagle. But
Yep, we're just going to play for 4 now and get our birdie and move on.
Caleb stepping up here with a rare forehand. And he executes it perfectly.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on this shot for this hole specifically, so it's good to see that one come out clean and get down by the basket.
Yeah, this is a very common spot to be after 2 shots, and the forehand is it's really the best play, and you got to have that little pitch forehand in your game here at Idlewild.
Little POV footage here of a quick tap in for us to put us 7 down through 8 holes right now. So we're on track to beat Kevin. Obviously, there's a lot of holes left and a lot of things can happen. So
yeah, the front 9 is more scoreable here, obviously. So we just got to stay hot going into the back. If you don't see the second Joe's footage there of the shot, it means it probably wasn't very good on this hole. Caleb going there first, and if I remember correctly, I think you missed it right, just a hair inside.
I think I just pulled it.
This is the hole that James Conrad aced last year famously, and Danny trying to put one in himself, just short.
Yeah, he's just going stable approach there. He's got an A2 that he's been throwing a lot. It's nice and beat in, so.
Yeah, he throws that hole well. You can see me looking up there in the sky, and I just desperately want to throw a tomahawk on this hole, but it's just not very feasible.
Trey must have not had a very good shot.
Yeah.
You didn't see the footage there.
Yeah, I went opposite of you and threw it left, but.
All right. So I think we have 1 in the circle. Let's see if Joe can get us a little bit closer, make it an easy birdie for us.
I think Joe is actually going to line up a thumber here, and
Yep.
Joe doesn't throw the thumber very far, but man, he's
It's accurate. Yeah, I've seen him hit baskets with it plenty of times.
You'll see this land, and it looks like it is short there, just over the hill, but it actually rolls all the way down to the basket and is pretty much parked. So easy two here.
Yeah, that was nice to be right there with his thumber. So
Yeah, that was a great shot by Joe. Again, stepping up, clutching up when we didn't really have anything close.
I'm confused by his disc. It's a really old run of a tournament disc from a Bluegrass Open a few years ago. It was pretty interesting to see that old of a disc in his bag.
So another hole here, hole 10. Another one that we're not really expecting to get. It's a tough to get all the way up there in circle 1. If we can get to circle 2 and have a putt, we'll be happy.
Yeah, I think I was just trying to hit the gap and try to play a safe play there. I stalled it off a little bit, and then Danny makes the opposite mistake and pulls it. So we're really scrambling at this point. I don't think we have a great shot up there, so we'll see what Trey can do.
Yeah, I love this hole. I think it shapes really well for the power side arm. And I hit the gap perfectly and just didn't turn over enough.
Was that your DD3?
Yeah, it was a really flippy DD3
Yeah.
and put it on too much hyzer.
All right, so nobody in a great scoring position. Let's see if Joe can get us a look. Oh, he just smashes us right at the gap.
He stepped up and just clutched up again and got us up on the hillside circle 2. He gave us a chance to make a long putt.
Yeah, I think this would be a bonus birdie for 4 930 to 950 players.
Yeah.
So we're all just going to be running this. There's no reason for any of us to lay this up, so we're all going to try to get it chain height and give it a chance. I just pulled mine a little bit there, so.
Yeah, it's really just give this one. You can't throw this one too far. I mean, I missed mine left there.
So 2 for 4 on layups so far. Let's see if Joe or Danny can capitalize and get us another birdie.
Joe's looked perfect out of the hand and just short as well.
You see me up there dancing. I thought that one was in.
And that just shows you how uphill this plays. I mean, it's just so hard to get it all the way to the basket.
Yeah, how far do you think this is? 40 feet?
No, it's probably about 50, but
Okay.
it's probably playing more like 70.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to throw it so far. So it's going to be a tap-in 3 on this hole. You'll see Caleb do that here.
Yep, here we go. Another drop in. So two pars so far through 10 holes. Those are the ones that we kind of expected to par. So we're kind of still on track, I think, at this point.
Yeah, we still have 2 or 3 more eagle opportunities for sure on the back. So shortest hole in the course here.
Yep, I'm just throwing a putter straight up the gap, trying to keep it in the middle and have a putt. So
Yeah, you laced that one. That's inside the circle.
everybody else must have had not good shots because they didn't show anymore. So
You could see me running up here. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this great catch cam footage here up the hill. And this was not the first time I did this today, but I forgot to press record. and Caleb is able to convert this uphill 25 footers.
Yeah.
Great putt. I had a great angle, but didn't hit record. Sorry. New to the we were all new to handling the camera.
yeah, this is our first time doing any type of videoing and disc golfing. Joe just gave us a quick rundown at the beginning of the round, and we kind of just took it and ran with it and got some cool angles and some different views and stuff. So we were having fun.
My tee shot hit a tree there. It's not too bad, but not great. We really this one's all about a placement shot. We just need to be in a good spot to have a second shot at the basket.
Yeah, I think the 2 plays here is a forehand around the turn or maybe just like a putter or a mid-range right to where I landed in the landing zone.
Yeah, unless you're Garrett Gerthy and you throw a turnover rock almost to that wide tree out there off your tee shot, but he's Garrett Gerthy.
This one looked great from Danny.
Yeah, we knew that was putting.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be in circle 2. Had a chance at it, so.
And Caleb on this shot throwing an F3 and
Splitting the uprights.
yeah, he's trying to make a name for himself in football. And
Those are the
himself
aiming
3
point for
points.
this hole, though. You have to either take it on the inside or right through those trees to really be parked from there.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to channel my inner Zach Arlinghouse with a forehand roller here. If you didn't see the footage from last year, he parked this hole with a forehand roller.
This looks so good out of your hand, and then
Yeah,
it smoked the tree.
Thought it was perfect and hit the left upright.
That would have been parked, I think.
Joe here with the hyzer, just a little low, but
Yeah.
we knew we had a putt from Danny's.
So we're looking at a birdie opportunity here. This is a tough hole, but with 4 people, we should be birdieing it.
Yeah, this was like the first circle 2 putt that we really felt like we had to make.
I just yanked it over. I didn't put too much angle on it.
Yeah, those trees were right in line with the pole. We either had to go Annie on the left side or we had to go hyzer putt on the right, and I threw a dying duck on this whole shot. So
Never had a chance.
I just made sure we had that easy par, you know.
Yep.
So Joe here, we're seeing if his putter can stay hot and just a little high. So Danny's our last hope here to try to can this birdie. This is one we want to get. We didn't really want to miss this hole.
Yeah, all the par fours in the course are gettable, so it hurts to miss this one for sure.
And we did. So that hurts, but
Another drop in for par, so.
KY gap hole.
Yeah, the famous KY gap hole. I've been lacing this line.
You did so again.
So I just threw my stable D2 around the turn, and we actually got a good skip, and we're going to have an eagle look from that shot.
Yeah, we knew that was perfect. So you're going to see me line up a forehand with that flippy DD3 again, and you're probably thinking this is a terrible shot. But I've executed it one time in my entire life, so now I feel like I can do it again. But
Yeah,
it
you just
never
got
goes
that
well.
one inside.
So yeah, not great. But Caleb got us here to about 65. We're all trying to make this. This
Yep.
is a free run, and we need an eagle here to get that last hole back.
Yeah, I was really hoping I'd capitalize and finally eagle this hole solo, but
Laid it up.
laid it up.
The old 940 rated layup.
Yep.
And there's a third one.
Yep. So it's going to be an easy birdie for us. I mean, we're just dropping it in. No harm, no foul. I mean, an eagle would be great on this hole, but
Joe gave
still
it
taking a
another good
birdie.
run,
So
but a little disappointing after that tee shot, but we just could not capitalize from circle 2 today.
yeah, I don't think we've made a circle 2 putt up to this point, which definitely hurts.
No eagle. That's disappointing.
So we've missed 3 holes. We're 10 down through 13. We're feeling pretty good right now. Kevin Jones is probably sweating. Going to the downhill hole, and Caleb just got this M3, and he's been throwing it so well.
Yeah, I finally found a disc that's in between my M3, my stable one, and my M4. So that one just flying great for me.
So me and Danny both tried to go with this sneaky inside line. I don't think anyone's ever hit it on purpose, but if you can hit it, you can almost get down to the creek for a putt. But we both didn't execute it.
So I'm up around the turn. I'm in a good spot to score for a birdie. So Joe's going to try to throw down a roller. And it just catches some cabbage and fades out, unfortunately. So we're going to be taking my shot. It always filters down into this little creek bed here.
Yeah, we had a weird stance on this shot, but it shaped well for this perfect backhand turnover, and you're just saying, I don't need you guys. I'm going to throw this one by myself.
Solo 3.
That was a great shot from you. You're not going to see me or Danny. Me and Danny tried to go at the forehand on the other side and didn't execute. And
Yeah, Joe puts this on a good line, too. I think we end up taking his, actually. Cause
yeah, you guys are about
little
5
closer.
feet from one another, but
Probably about a 18-footer here, maybe.
yeah, this is a tap in for you today. Your putter's been on fire.
Yep, it's right on the pole, just where we like it.
Yep.
So keep an eye out. We're going to continue to do some of these cool challenges in the Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati area. And if you guys have any suggestions on some challenges you might want to see, feel free to drop it in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get some films out there for it.
Yeah, hole 15 here. This is the famous hole that Kevin Jones cannot get off the tee on. So we knew we were getting a stroke on him here. And Joe laced that tee shot. And now we're just trying to get one up through this gap for a putt. And
Yeah, that was a
threw
great
my
shot.
Firebird. And
I've seen you hit that line so many times, it's not even funny.
Yeah, I love that shot there. Just a flex with my most stable Firebird. And executed it pretty well. And Joe's actually got sneaky through there. And he got to about 40 feet as well for a putt. But
Yep.
this was mine, just a hair closer, and gonna take this one. This is another tester. We're circle's edge here again, probably 30 feet for our 3, and you just leave it short there. So.
Yeah, just didn't follow through there. That was all me.
Yeah, a little pressure on this putt to keep it going here with a birdie, and I'm gonna try to can one myself, but made the opposite mistake
Yep.
of too high.
Yep, right in the middle. Let's see if we can get one in the middle in the chains and continue to birdie.
Danny hasn't putted too much today, and he stepped up and
Yeah.
just canned this one.
Yeah, I mean, he probably hasn't thrown any putts yet to this point, I don't think, besides some of the Circle 2 ones.
Heading up to the par 5, commonly referred to as a 1,000-footer, even though it's 33 feet short of that. But
Yeah, Joe puts a
Sounds
good
cool.
move on this. It's
We
turning
thought it was
over.
good.
Yeah, we get up there and it was actually out of bounds by like 6 inches maybe.
Caleb threw the safe hyzer in the middle of the fairway, so I'm going big here with a Star Destroyer.
Gosh, you just smashed this.
Yeah, got every bit of this. And
I mean, this is the farthest drive I've seen in person on this hole, I think.
yeah, it's not very common that you get to throw it this far on this hole because Tallgrass playing OB, and it's actually a weird spot because normally your tee shot will be about 100 feet short of this, and then your second shot will be 100 or 200 feet past this. So we're not in this position very often.
So we're looking at our chops here. I mean, we're to the signs almost. Definitely an eagle range here.
We're almost expecting an eagle after this drive. And I made a mistake here of trying to throw a tomahawk. I told these guys I really wanted to forehand tomahawk and eagle this hole just because I thought it would be cool. And
yeah, this is one of those shots I was talking about. Since we had 4-man scramble, we're trying some different stuff, and Trey just tried it, and it ended up not working out. So
we threw those, and Danny was down there and told us we were all about 100 short. So Joe disked up here and
smashed this one pretty well.
I think that was a boss, and he threw this pretty well, but it's still about 40 feet short and not really where we wanted to be for our eagle look. But
yeah.
Another circle two that we're trying to cannon.
Oh, I thought it was in.
You thought you had that one, a little swing around the little Nico-esque there.
Yeah. Having a good time out here.
This
enjoy
was a fun
playing
round.
golf with these 4 dudes.
3 dudes.
3 dudes.
I almost take Joe's camera out there, but it stays alive. So 0 for 2 so far, and
yep, 2
we're
shots
getting
on the
nervous
middle.
now. We really need this eagle. Danny going to try to keep his putter hot after the last hole. Looks good. He wanted it, and just a little right.
So Joe's our saving grace. Let's see if he can put one in for us here.
Joe's clutched up on some tee shots, and he hit a putt or two coming in last. So we'll see if he can can us another one. Looks good, just a little left.
Yep. So we're gonna end up taking another birdie. It stinks not being able to eagle that hole with that tee shot that we just had, but
that's the biggest difference between us and Kevin Jones is I think he's hitting 1 or 2 of those circle 2 putts around, and we're 0 for as a foursome. So
Danny steps up and just laces this line. We
another
thought this
eagle
was parked.
opportunity, and this looks so good out of his hand, and you can't see it finish ever from the tee pad, so you don't know if he's 20 feet or if he's in the creek, and you can see his disc there. He's in the creek.
If that would have just sat down, we'd have another eagle opportunity, but unfortunately that creek plays OB. So
Danny takes the circle 3 solo by himself, so we just take the birdie there and come up to 18. We're 14 down, got Kevin by 2 strokes.
So this is the +1 hole, as Kevin Jones likes to call it. You just take your score and add 1 to it, because most of the time, if you're playing solo, you're taking a bogey or worse here.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the Pro Tour, this averaged like almost 5 strokes. So Danny's going to throw an M4 here, and just trying to throw it straight. And
Straight
this shot
over the hill.
just crest the hill, and
that's
it
the ideal
flew
line.
forever. He laced that.
It gets way up there.
Yeah, so we're in prime position. We're actually expecting to birdie this now after this tee shot from Danny, and you're going to throw your flippy F5 here and try to turn it over and get it up to the basket.
Yeah, just give it the height, let it do the job it's supposed to do, and see what we can get going on right here.
Looked good out of your hands. We thought it was perfect, just drifting right, and it was a little short, and you get up under that tree on the left, and you're not past it, and it's just almost not makeable.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be right there.
So I knew that was going to be the case, and I wanted to try to get us a little closer or a little cleaner putt. Going to step up with a Firebird here and try to put one close. Drifting right a little early, but it takes a big skip out past that tree. So you were in circle 1, but we almost didn't have a makeable putt.
Yep.
Danny's going to throw the forehand as well and try to throw it same line that I did, just a little bit farther, and try to get us up there.
He just yanks over on it, unfortunately.
Okay, so this was my shot, and we really wanted to finish on a birdie here and finally make a circle 2 putt, and you just clipped that branch.
Yeah, I thought I was short enough to putt underneath of it, but obviously I wasn't. So you're going to step out to the right just a tad and give it a run.
Yeah, I gave this one a strong
Oh,
run.
yeah.
Able to can that one.
Them
in
baskets
on the
just
birdie.
catch so well sometimes on that side.
So 15 down. We got Kevin by 3. This was a fun round.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Jones for shooting 12 down by himself out here. That's just, in my mind, amazing and ridiculous.
Yeah, thanks to Joe Jav. Be on the lookout. He's going to Severn Lang this upcoming weekend, and Gonna do chase card coverage there and on the round 3 and final 9, and that's a pretty stacked field, so that should be a good video. Be on the lookout for that. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.